Um, hi. I think we're live now. I'm gonna pretend we're live now. Joe's giving a thumbs up. That's a good sign. All right, let me see if I can hold this book. Oh. All right, everybody. There's a horrible death curse. It's causing everybody who has died to become unable to be revived. And everybody who has previously been revived after having died to slowly decay away until they are dead again. The magnitude of this problem, and then it's the whole planet is like this, and the magnitude of this problem is such that it has drawn the attention of even the mighty Joe. Although his attention has mainly been drawn because he wants to use the magic to make a new kind of cocktail. But either way, Joe has gathered the most gullible of the brave and the most powerful of the inexperienced to explore the mysterious island that is said to be the origin of this curse. The ancient and untamed island of Cholt, with its jungles and dinosaurs and ruins and undead dinosaurs and, like me, and and Sneeple, which is... I've just lost some points. Yeah. Well, listen, you have to hold yourself accountable. You really do. It's true. It's true. You have to be specific. -2. And this time, though your bones may splatter, goo may shatter, even the mighty Joe may not be able to bring you back to the realm of the living. Because of the death curse. Which is the whole point of this. Yeah, do you guys remember the death curse? I try and say it at least 5 times per introduction because it doesn't always come up during the course of play, but it is your ultimate objective. Picking stuff up is really hard. Yeah, I'm gonna try and flip. Oh wow, I flipped to the right page immediately though, so maybe I'm just learning. We're going to go around the room and introduce ourselves and our characters, give our pronouns, say hi to everybody. And then if you have a costume, then you get to come up here and pull a coin from the bag of goodies, and you get a bonus for this session. I don't know where the bag is, but I'm going to go get it after I introduce myself. Hi, I'm Arty. I'm your dinosaur GM. I'm your dinosaur GM. I use he, him pronouns, and I'm everybody that is not you guys. Go.
Hi, I'm Zoe. I use they, them. I play Mo, whatever pronouns. Mo is super tall, super blonde, very scared and learning to be loved with me. No ask my bar. And I'm 7 feet. Oh, shit. And I'm so skinny. Oh, wow. Get this ass bar, Sam.
Oh, well, we'll if you want to do like an in the game introduction, we can do that too. But let's.
For now,
Yeah.
Erda uses he, him, looks human, is an archaeologist, and a brain flare because no one else should die.
Yes, yes, a moment of silence. Oh, wow, okay. That's true, yeah. Really breaking over that, alright. Yay! Alright. Well, what happened last week? That's a fantastic question, actually. So, if I go over to this screen, you will see the map that we're currently on. Last week, you did some exploring. Mostly, that's what we did. The other thing that we did was run into traps, somewhat defeat some of those traps, and fall for others. Gosh, how to sum this up briefly? You did, yeah. You guys have managed to loot. You guys have managed to loot 3 rooms that have had coffins in them, and inside of those coffins, there was a staff of the python. There was a mace that threw itself into a hole. And nobody will ever know. And then there was a ring that got picked up, and we don't know what it is yet.
I can cast Identify, please.
Oh, yeah.
Also, I cast Meter.
Well, so in order to cast Identify, you need to touch something. So can you give me a charisma save?
Oh, sure. Yeah. I can do it more than once now. I'm sorry, what was the 17? I got a natural 17.
Natural 17. What's your charisma modifier?
Oh, no, it's supposed to be.
Okay. You are able to identify this as... Sorry, I'm just trying to figure out what it is. Oh, it's a ring of protection. What do you mean? I don't understand what you mean by that. Well, the rogues got it.
Oh, we're on to that. Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
So, all right. Yeah, whatever has to do with it.
So that's what happened last week. You also explored other levels of the dungeon. There are at least 4 more. You've only explored this one to any extent outside of like the main, like, shaft. We're gonna call it a
I'm
shaft.
guessing it just goes down.
Yeah, this is the upmost floor.
This is the we're on the first floor.
That's correct.
First floor. All right, everybody. So, where are? Can you show us where our exits are at?
Oh, well, when you try and leave, you find that the way has been closed.
Oh. Ah, yes. I mean, the exit downwards to go down. There.
Okay, yeah. So this is the last room that you were in. This is where you found the ring. Yeah, there was water that was going under here. You can go down. Nobody really. You just looked, and it. There is a fountain up here. Oh, you're talking about this. Man, I'm so much worse at navigating this without my fucking tablet pen.
Like we're never coming back.
I will say, yeah, no, like in terms of
We're just going down. We're
It-
never coming back.
no, in terms of meta knowledge, just for your planning and comfort purposes, going down
Right.
is fine.
Right.
Nothing in this area is harder as you go down until a certain point. Right? Like you don't need to be worried about like, oh, we're like too low level to be doing this area or something like that. You're level 9. That's where you're supposed to be. Everything's fine. The plaque.
No, yes.
Okay, hold on. Did I get it? Is that the level 2 one? This is the level 2 one, yes.
Only a jewel contains the frog. Thou, as the dead god, is bound into darkness.
Have we done any of those things?
Correct answer.
I thought we had a frog thing, but I guess it was frog. Right.
There's several frogs. This is the second level, by the way, if you go down.
Well, yeah, we're gonna go down. Let's go down.
Oh, there we are.
Go downwards carefully and cautiously.
Well, here we are. This is the second.
Does anybody else have pets as well as my skeletons to go before us? Okay, my skeletons go before us to trap the trap.
That's fine.
Whatever. I can see through their eyes, so I can like scan around.
You want to go east.
Map the area.
So you begin to travel east. And you get to, like, this area. Yeah. Somebody goes to that area, and you can see in that area a thing that I will describe.
Huh? We'll say 60 feet.
How far can they go?
Along. I'm not gonna. It's we're good.
So this is kind of a 4-way intersection, as you guys can see, right? There's a corridors to the north and the south, which is up and down, right? It's a line north up. North and south, they kind of curve like upwards and away, and it actually goes all the way around in a giant disc. This pathway does, and meets at the ceiling directly above you to form like a perfect circle of a path, right? And The corpse of what appears to be a humanoid creature lies about a quarter of the way up the northern side.
So up Hello! Oh, thank you.
Oh, yeah!
No. Here's one of my boys.
There we go, yeah.
Just hanging out.
Can we get like a chair or
Sit
something?
right here.
Oh, perfect.
That's right. I know, arthritis. Okay, there we go.
So specifically, your skeleton is seeing this.
Yes, he's seeing it. He goes up to touch it to make sure it's not trapped or...
Well, that's a wonderful point. It does appear to be, despite being like a quarter of the way up there, it is not like sliding down due to gravity the way that you would expect. Well, that's not a problem right now. Like, I'm imagining you guys are just out here, and this is like 30 feet away. So your skeleton's gonna... Yeah, your skeleton's gonna go and touch the body?
One person got that joke.
I'm just trying to move things forward. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no. It's gonna like open up the, turn it over, look for stuff, make sure it's okay. Rummage, rummage through it.
So the body of the corpse appears to be that of a half human, half goat creature. It's gripping a staff that is tipped with a bronze goat head.
Interesting. It will pick it up and bring it to me if it's possible.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. All right. We have a wonderful goat staff here. The worst version of spear. Worst version of any staff, I think. It's a spear with it.
Detect magic?
Well, I can. Oh, yeah. Detect magic before it casts identify. So
No, I have dispel.
Well, because identify you have to touch.
I do. Well, no, it's bringing it to beforehand.
identify.
Yes, please.
Wait, doesn't Mossy have some sort of detect magic-ish, or is that not a...
There's like a danger sense.
Or fair. Oh, you think?
No, it's part of the wild magic.
The way I like to think about it is that Mossy can smell magic.
Oh, I.
And some of it smells like a wet dog.
Some of it smells like what enchantment specifically, actually.
I have magic awareness, which will tell me the location of any spells or magic items. And what
That staff is magical.
All right.
What kind of magic?
Do we know immediately, or do I have to cast identify?
The school is mixed.
All right, I'll cast identify.
It is a staff of striking. It lets you so it's like a it's like a +1 staff, and when you hit something, you can kind of like smite with it.
All right, so it's a magical weapon, which we need because I don't think we have a lot.
if anybody's using a bow, he can have his bow, the arrows are a +1 against it.
Yeah, you got the crystal arrows. Rourke was using it last week, which Rourke isn't here this week.
We do have a bag of holding. Let's put the staff in the bag of holding for now.
Okay.
I think.
It does require attunement, so whoever does want to use it, we would have to wait around for a little bit. Same with the ring. Like, you're not attuned to the ring of protection yet, because that's an attunement item.
So far, the skeleton's done his job. I think we should move forward, everyone, as a party.
Anything else along in
Half human, half goat. Ink-stained yellow robes.
Can I do an investigation roll?
Sure. $23 to investigate the corpse. You are able to find some additional items upon this body. The things that you are able to find are a journal and what appears to be an ink pot that it appears to be the source of his ink-stained robes, because it's kind of like tipped over and spilled out as the body fell. And additionally, there is a spell book.
I shall take that as well, and I shall...
So those of you who give a shit, I'm going to read out the spells right now that are in this spell book.
Okay, thank you, honey.
At first rank, Alarm, Comprehend Languages, Detect Magic, Expeditious Retreat, Identify, Illusory Script, Sleep, and Tensor's Floating Disk. At second rank, Arcane Lock, Cloud of Daggers, Flaming Sphere, Knock.
Question about spells. If you are not of the class that spells for,
Yes.
It's
By the
on-
If-
by the is like
If
everyone
it's
can
something-
learn any spell.
No, if it's something within the spells of your class, yes. Otherwise, no.
If it's something that's within the spells of your class,
You cannot learn a spell.
Oh, yeah, no, wait.
if it's something of the spells that you can cast, you can learn it if you are a spellcasting class that can learn spells like that. Sorcerers can't do that,
yeah.
right? Clerics can't do that because they already know all their stuff.
I'll keep this book for now.
But wizards can.
And then we can, like...
That one bard can.
Well, also, Joe can, like, pump out scrolls from this thing. So...
Third level, Dispel, and Fireball.
Spells.
Tony. Oh yeah, Tony, I can barely see you. If I'm not calling on you, you gotta yell at me. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, go for it. Also, reminder, there's a journal.
Yes.
I'd like to read the journal.
Someone needs...
We don't have ways to super read, so I'm just gonna normal speed.
He is killed by wounds from axes and crossbow bolts. Oh god. Yes. Killed by axes and crossbow bolts. What is in the journal is a handout. As always, I will have to get the exact handout. 21 in appendix whatever. Page 254. That's the thing I needed. What page? Because I can show you, but I need to know the page so I can pull it out of the book so I can put it on the TV. Yay! 254. To Technologia. Yes. Your favorite T-Rex GM. Yeah, well, that's true. Yeah, maybe I'm a T-Rex. Maybe I'm not. It's really up to a scientist and not me to decide. I don't. Yeah, no. There's really a lack of archaeological evidence for what I am. All right. To those who find this, reads the journal, right? The Yellow Banner. To those who find this, know that I, Devlin Bashir, am the last surviving member of the Company of the Yellow Banner. As a reminder, you guys found a campsite belonging to the Company of the Yellow Banner in the city above the tomb. The warlord Rasnasi stripped us of all our weapons and threw us in here on orders of his master, a Serac. I can only imagine our souls are to be fed to his phylactery. Alas, it seems he has won. Our company was separated after the incident with the four-armed gargoyle. The tomb guardians tore Seward to pieces, and with him we lost the Star Fallen. Our quest was a failure. Even if we'd found the eye, the elf princess was gone. My friends wouldn't have lasted long without their weapons, especially with a doppelganger in our midst, as Seth suspected. Of course, I kept my staff. I'm sure Brixton would have seen some humor in that. Gentle reader, let a dying man offer you one piece of advice. A Serac is a trickster who desires nothing but your soul. His riddles may help you, but in the end, his final secret always leads to your doom. Timora, save us all. You may. I don't believe you've got there are gargoyles that were lining the tops of the cliffs in the city, but those are the only gargoyles that you've seen. You've not seen any gargoyles in the tomb. You don't find any traps in the circle. Okay, well, okay, no, I'll say this. You do notice something. You do notice something. There is a barely perceptible wavering of the air around the ceiling, directly above, like, the part of the tomb where you enter in, or not the tomb, directly above, like, the center at the bottom. There's a barely perceptible, like, shimmeringly, kind of like almost like a heat mirage. However, this is immediately followed by the appearance of someone who looks like a human. Who? So here's what you know. You've been lost in this dungeon, and you've been wandering around, and it's been completely empty, and there's been nothing that you can find that's useful. And you've been wandering around, and you finally decided, I'm gonna try to, like, walk around this this weird disc thing, and you find that the gravity keeps you planted on the floor, regardless of where your orientation is to the ground. How peculiar! And then as you get to the apex, like at the very top, and you pass over onto the other side from the ground, you suddenly come to realize that there's a bunch of skeletons on the ground right below you, along with a number of other adventurer-looking types.
Certainly not.
Yeah, that's comforting, but
That sounds lovely. Who the hell are you?
yeah.
I need to introduce myself. I am Arda. I am an archaeologist, and I am proudly rolling through this tomb trying to find the secrets that it's hiding.
Well, fortunate for you, we are the assassins.
Did you like coming for us?
Yes, what did you see? How did you survive down here by yourself?
Arda will step back for a second and consider.
How far do you step back? Like, would you say you step back 5 feet or 10 feet?
5 feet?
Okay. Continue. Yeah.
Why are you stepping back from me? Well, I asked this question, you seem very convincing. Listen, if you have information that you can share with me, you're a big hero.
You don't notice any traps.
So Arda will reach into his coat and pull out a wooden case. Unlock the case, pull out a map, flip it out, be like, alright, sharing information. Help fill in my map.
Oh my gosh, everyone has really filling their map. Let's do this.
Yeah, okay.
Is it like, where did your mouth stop?
It will have probably just been my walking in so far.
So just
You
the
walked in
level.
and walked out like what was possible. I mean, I'm gonna defer to the DM on what map.
No. I've revealed a little bit more of the areas. I'm working on it.
So we also
I'm respecting your role play. Listen. Yeah. Yeah, you've explored other than the upper level, which you've also explored. You've explored a little bit further into these rooms, and you may feel free to ask me questions about them before other people enter. Although it is worth noting that the version of the tomb that you seem to have explored was emptier than this version that you are now occupying. Yeah.
Oh my god! Exactly, that's what I thought before.
I have a real fact about the construction of this tomb that is useless to you,
Yes, do it.
which is the perfect thing to share now. Whoops. Which is the perfect thing to share now, which is that it was built using Minotaur labor.
I let everyone know.
That's why the ceilings are so high.
Who would be so evil to enslave Minotaur?
Acerak, probably.
What's wrong with the little?
Perfect normal conversation. Yes. I heard. Yeah. Yeah. Many pieces of a monkey dude.
Don't press those buttons there.
Especially not if your friends are in chests that are nearby.
Listen,
Don't get in the chest.
yes,
But also don't press the buttons.
if there's buttons to be pressed, let the skeletons do it. We learned a hard lesson on that one.
Friend of ours. That's where a mace fluid.
I don't even have her hollow bones make a skeleton out of it.
Just so many notes, so many intricacies to the back.
He has the feathers.
Oh,
It's the plumage on his cat.
down and look at all of the plaques, right?
You did.
We'll share the plaques and
Plaques. Plaques. Plaques.
the one was written on all of the plaques for the levels that you could get to, which I think was 4.
Hey Zoe. Come here.
Does anybody need to hear? I am third, and I can heal because I think we're all
There's a couple people. I think there's a couple.
If Moa's talking to you, Moa says that
No, I
the
just
tomb
like,
ahead doesn't match any
I
symbology
have like
for
a,
any of the other
like
spirits.
There's a couple
I
of
need
us
more
I think
money,
that like
but I'm
3 to 5 hit points missing, but it wasn't like
no,
Can we see into the room?
Yeah, okay, so the room smells like wine. First of all, you guys smell wine relatively strongly. Yeah, sweet.
Finally a party room. We never had a party room before.
There is a checkerboard marble floor, which you can,
Oh boy.
as you can
here
see.
we go.
There's a gilded coffin that sparkles in sunlight, which appears to be streaming down from the chamber's vaulted ceiling.
Wait, how far are we below?
Very,
Huh?
very.
You're saying pass, hard pass.
You guys do actually have a lot of wine. Or mayonnaise.
Create wine and mayonnaise.
Well, actually, no, you...
Wait, no.
one or the other.
You don't know, understand.
There's an important distinction. You have to choose wine or mayonnaise, and this party has chosen mayonnaise every single time.
We've never chosen black one.
I'm just saying.
You get 2 gallons of mayonnaise at the end of this alchemy.
I know. It's like
We're all aware of the numbers.
it's like the spell grease, but it's grease. I mean, it's
Oh, that's awful.
people slithering on white eggshells.
I don't like thinking about that.
We made friends with the militia group for sandwiches.
You did.
Bribed a bird with mayonnaise.
That's true. Well, no, you bribed a rat and a bird with
Yeah,
mayonnaise.
So mayonnaise has been
MVP.
traditionally part of white people's culture.
True.
It only makes sense. That's this one.
I'd like to try to go back towards the stairs and go south.
You'd like to go south this way.
So you're saying, you're telling us though, this room is to be ignored.
I don't think it's like one of the god rooms.
Okay, so
Because I can pull up a list of the 9 gods. None of them are related to why, and they're not one of the approaches.
So we're all building together behind you a little.
Can I just look for competition?
yeah. There's it's you know, you can ignore the advice. I won't stop you.
I'm looking.
You can look. How close are you looking?
Grab it.
Well, are you looking from back here or are you going up and like looking at it?
I'm worried about the threshold.
I would say don't.
Yeah, look at this. What's that mean? Who knows what that means?
No.
It could be anything.
All right.
I'm going to go ahead and tell you right now.
All right.
There are markings on this map that do mean nothing, and I did that on purpose. Because there are also markings on this map that do mean something, and you'll never know.
All right. What I don't want to do is spend 20 minutes in a room that has nothing to offer us. So let us go forward.
It is worth noting, like, if you
Let's follow let's follow-
if you look at the coffin and you don't touch it and you're just looking from a distance to satisfy your curiosity, there's nothing of particular note on the coffin. It's kind of plain. To the south. So it's not very clear, but there is a door here on this map. I did what I could, but in the amount of time I have to prep these sessions, some things get missed. There's a door here, and I am now going to describe it. There are 3 oval holes that are carved into a 9-foot wide, 9-foot high stone door. The holes are at human head height, right? So medium creature height, right? As you approach, 3 humanoid heads stick out of the holes. Each of them is covered in putrid flesh and is gnashing on an iron bit that is bolted into an iron bridle. Well, you have a great chance to get this.
I would love to. Which one?
Arcana. Yeah.
Do I get assistance on Arcana? Hey, we're Tony. Advantage? Okay, that's all I need. Uh, 21.
These are zombies.
Okay, everyone, these are zombies that are made to bite.
And they're,
Just
well,
biting metal for no reason.
well, they've got little bridles,
Yeah.
like a horse kind of.
So they're being used for like energy source of some kind. Are they on like a treadmill? Or
Well,
are they on a-
well, they're clearly not doing anything with their heads in the doors, trying to get at you guys, right?
Right. So I would tell the party. No. Don't even do that. Just ignore them. No. Just ignore them. I know. Just ignore them. Just ignore them. We'll go by them.
They definitely don't seem capable of like striking at you.
Come at us.
Yeah.
They can't do any of that stuff. Ignore it. Leave it alone. Don't touch it because that might make something.
Okay, well, if you leave that alone, congratulations. You have successfully explored everything you can see on this level.
What's up with the big green head?
That's a big green head. Do you want to look at it?
Yeah, we want to see
Is that one of the monsters? Is that one of the
No.
god creatures?
So that is a similar, almost identical face as to the psychic damage mouth upstairs. Except for the fact that the face is, instead of being mounted on the wall, is mounted on the floor, and instead of being here, well, there is a darkness in the mouth that is very similar to the darkness that was on the upper floor, right? But the mouth is a little bit bigger, and obviously, like, it's looking up instead of looking to the side, right?
I would like to look.
What's on the ceiling? Great question. Nothing. Third floor? Alright, yeah, I'll go. Hold on. Yeah, don't worry about it. It's fine. We'll just load up a different map. That's not a problem. Touch the thing. Touch the thing. So as a reminder, this is the level 3. Well, remember, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Guys, the last time I ran this, I made a running joke to my players about how much they would do nothing. But it's justified because you've seen what happens when you do something. It's questionably, smart. I will say this. You are not going to be required, and I'm doing this to save time, okay? You will not be required to do something on a different floor for something on a different floor. You don't have to do something on floor 3 to do something on like, all of the solutions are on the floor that the problem is on. Except for one thing at the very end that's basically, did you do all the floors? Okay. Well, the map. So this is west. So there's the plaque right there is where you read west. All right, I'm gonna. So first of all, I would like to read you some fun facts about the area that you're in. I find them fun. I find them fun. Hold on. The description of this area. Okay, there is a bunch of purple mold sprouting from the floors, walls, and ceilings. The mold smells like rotting corpses and occasionally releases clouds of spores into the air. As you begin to move through the area, tiny eyeballs emerge from the mold and begin to track your progress. Okay, now go.
I was just gonna say.
Fuck this.
Hello, everybody who has like a playing skill.
You got a sword.
Turn this shit down. Can you help me, Courtney?
Yeah, you could. I mean,
I'm just saying, I'm gonna nuke this.
you're gonna try and kill some of the mold
Yeah.
with like a firebolt. Firebolt.
I'm gonna use firebolt, not fireball.
Firebolt. Yeah, the cantrip. Great. Give me a sec. That's a smart idea.
I think I bought Mega Fireball. I mean, I have a 5th level immolation and a 2nd. I have.
Firebolt's the most useful.
I have Hyperguard Scorcher.
I had Aura of Fury in less than 10 minutes, which is 60 rounds.
But if you can use a cantrip,
I mean, as long as I can make this concentration, we can't be diseased, we have resistance to poison.
All right, we're gonna resolve two things, and I swear to God they're not related, but it'd be really funny if they were. Smart. Why would you trust a dinosaur? The first thing is that you did a firebolt to vaporize some mold. I need you to make a no, that works. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw. You. Yes.
No!
Yes.
Oh, that's a D12. Thank you. I can't believe you saw that from over there.
Good eye.
That's a good eye, man.
Which one's bigger?
3. Oh. Ah. All right. Good news.
Did I not say that we need resistance?
I didn't hear it. I didn't hear anything. Sorry, what?
What? Could have been inspired.
Inspired? All right, hold on. 1d4 plus that. So 11.
Hey, split the middle.
So you have disadvantage on intelligence ability checks and saving throws. You have disadvantage on attack rolls against a specific thing that we'll get to later. You have to make a wisdom saving throw at the start of each turn.
What? I'm sorry. What was that again?
You have to make a wisdom saving throw at the start of each turn, or else waste your turn doing nothing and babbling incoherently.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
And additionally,
Do it? No.
and additionally, you take extra damage from a specific thing, which we'll get to later.
Oh, great!
What everybody else sees is that a firebolt vaporizes some mold, and then an eye stalk grows out of some other mold and shoots a purple laser at Asmodel, and then Asmodel starts having some problems.
Jazz finger balls.
However, in the vaporized area of the mold, a sigil on the wall appears to have been activated and glows brilliantly, and then ejects a large hippopotamus creature into the hallway, haphazardly sprawling them onto the ground in front of the party.
How bizarre.
I'm very loud playing because he's doing a great tower shield, and he made his own plate helmet, which doesn't really do much other than cover his head. And he works his way to a standing using his warhammer and looks at the rest of you.
I will do this. I will almost put my bananas, and I scream dramatic.
Acceptable.
Like a little girl. I'm not used to pain.
Who the hell are you?
You can roll an Arcana check.
He's been here all the. He's part of the.
Also not 20.
Oh!
This is a curse.
Oh, Jesus.
Curse? I hadn't got there yet. Okay.
Asmodel, your curse will go away.
Oh!
Thanks,
Oh my God!
thanks to Tony.
It's just my mom talking about the wrong tooth conditioner
Ah.
for like 3 hours. It's like not the oil, the water.
So third level for anybody casting it.
God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Okay, so that's what happens apparently, at least when you vaporize that specific 5-foot square of mold.
I'm done. Oh no, I'm done vaporizing anything.
That's fair.
There's no more me doing vapor.
Hold on. Hold on.
I'm part of the Boros Legion. I don't know how I got here. Yes.
We're in a cursed land where necromancy necromancy is sour. We must figure it out. Unfortunately, you're part of our podcast.
Don't push your buttons.
I've been in the
This is the number one
No
rule.
violence.
No, but
That's true. That's fair.
Because our swashbuckler over here was an out of bounds. Not my problem. Not my problem.
I'm in the shadow.
Mossy, what's up? Yeah, it's really only growing on like the corners. It's not fully covering everything. It's not too hard to avoid. Yeah. Oh, that's fair. You can give whoever is letting you touch them resistance. Well, one at a time. It's concentration. Anyway. Okay, so there's, it's not really a trap. But you see this with the 22. And I'm going to give it to you. There's two hulking figures standing in alcoves here. This is what they look like. They are wearing armor that vaguely appears to be like that. It doesn't really react to you looking at it menacingly. They are wearing bucket helms and they are wielding spiked gauntlets. There are iron collars around their necks that are connected by a spiked chain that stretches across the corridor. They are currently motionless. I will get you an actual picture of these creatures in just a moment. But if you have something that you're going to try and do, that's fine. But they are very large figures. You can see further down the hallway, but I don't know how useful that's going to be. Whoops. I also just fucked up something. All right, we're going to go back to this. You can definitely see, like, the hallway ends, like, there's a hallway that goes off to the north and then a door from here, right? The two things are in these alcoves here, right? So, and then, yeah, just give me a moment. I will display to you the creatures upon which you gaze. What's that door like? The door is a thing that... So first of all, these are the things that are standing in the alcoves. That's the first answer to the questions.
Oh, no.
Oh.
Shit. How many of these are there?
2.
How tall are they? We need to know. Exactly.
Yeah, they're like 8 or 9 feet tall.
Jesus.
So what you're saying is Ulan can walk right underneath.
I guess you could try. And then the double door at the end of the hall, to answer Mo's question, is carved with leering and laughing skulls.
So these things are not attacked us yet, or else we'd be in it.
No, they're just kind of like standing there with the chain.
All right.
Mossy,
Let us look around the room.
hold on. Mossy? Are they constructs? How do you try and tell? Yeah, that's possible. They do smell like rotting flesh. But you have already encountered one of these before. They're flesh golems.
Oh, they don't.
Which is to say, yes,
They're all made of foreskins.
they are constructs.
They're just constructs made of foreskins.
That makes sense.
No, it's foreskins.
It can be. I guess it's...
No, all countries. No, I disagree. All countries are made of
Okay. Yeah. Sounds good.
Yeah, we're gonna investigate until the flesh golem is made of foreskins of the life.
That's fair. So if you try and go past them, is that where you? Okay. They're gonna attack you. They are gonna attack you, and we do something in this game called a round initiative. Round initiative, thank you for asking, is a way of doing initiative where instead of rolling, all of the players take their turn at the same time, then all of the enemies take their turn at the same time, and then if you have any, your NPC allies would take their turn, and then we just go back to the players and so on and so forth. The reason we're doing this is so that you can take your actions between yourselves in any order. That means somebody can attack, then you can move, then somebody else can take a bonus action, then you can move and take your bonus action. You only have the normal amount of actions per your turn, but you guys can, between yourselves, take them in any order, and that way you can strategize, and also, if you don't know what you're doing, you can take your time to figure out what you're doing while everybody else goes. This is happening in the hallway with the flesh golems. There are currently 2 flesh golems. They are wearing plate mail, right? All right. So if you have your turn, roll it ahead of time so I know what your 2 hit and your damage is before.
I'm casting Crusader's Mantle.
Add a D4 radiant to your weapon damage. Thank you, Mo. Mossy, what's up?
Sorry, I realized
That's a theme today, I guess.
yeah, I'm gonna rage. First,
It's the flumps. Oh no. The poor suicidal flumps.
21.
That does hit.
Both of them, I'm attacking with my Morning Star, so it's an automatic crit.
Yes, it is.
So that means I just rolled twice.
That means you roll your damage twice.
Double dice for your savage. Yeah, go ahead.
A lot.
Sorry, what?
And also 2 D4s. Because the D4 from the Crusader's Mantle is also doubled on a crit. Beep. Beep. Really crunchy violin music.
Oh, she gets like 3 attacks. But you haven't
Okay, 24. In the future, please roll all your damage beforehand. What? You can be if you want to be. You're just pointing at the one on the left? Got it. I have to look like this to see if people are raising their hands. Raise your hand when you've got your turn. Chris.
Yes. I'm in a polypore.
Okay. Let's see how that goes. Alright, you guys are fighting 1 flesh golem and a capybara.
Oh, it lost? Oh, wow.
No, it's a beast now, actually.
Yeah, you hit it once. Listen, everyone, just leave the capybara alone.
Flumps. That's right. They both fail. Oh, okay, well then one of them fails. Okay. Yeah. Ulam, and then, okay, Allison and then Ulam.
I'm gonna cast slow on both of them.
Okay.
So that's a DC 30.
They both fail. They both fail.
They are slow.
They are slowed.
Yeah. So
Remind me of your new character's name. I forgot. Ardeth? Ardeth. Poison spray on the other one. Yeah, it appears to be immune to that attack. Yes. Okay, yeah. Fair enough. Ulam. Yeah. Yeah. 13. It is a weapon attack. Well, it's a spell attack. It's a spell attack, yeah. It has weapon in the name. That hits.
We are going to do 5 bludgeoning and 5 radiant. Plus, sorry, on the bludgeoning is actually 9 bludgeoning and 5 radiant.
9 bludgeoning. Okay, resists the bludgeoning. Yes. One of you and then the other. Yeah. 19 hits. Okay, it'll resist that. That definitely hits. It does save. You -6. Okay, I was gonna say, can you roll it -6? Okay. Well, a 13 probably fails then. Yeah. Yep. It rolled a 20, and I was like, "There's no." -6 though. Yeah, exactly. Well, what happens on the fail? What's the fail? It stays on fire. That's right. Okay. Yeah.
Protect the capybara at all costs.
Right. Ah, very good. Very good. Yeah. I see that. All right. What do we got? You're gonna bane the. Okay. Nope. No way. We got a 0 on one of those saves. From fucking just everything. Yeah, that's pretty good.
Thank you guys for showing up today.
All right. That's everybody. All right. Yeah.
I'm not rolling a capybara. I'm not even looking at that. It's going.
It misses.
All right, I'm gonna roll a d20.
You don't need to roll anything. I'm rolling, and it missed you. It missed you. It tried to bite you specifically. Yeah, how dare you? Yeah, and it didn't ask to be born. God damn it.
Talk to my parents, you motherfucker.
We got a 16 -1, so 15 to hit Allison. Does that hit you, Allison? Okay, and then we got a 24, which is actually a 20 to hit Ulam. All right, Allison, you take 6. Ulam, you take 15 bludgeoning damage. It's a dirty 20. There's a 20 total. Bludgeoning damage because it makes a slam attack. It just kind of goes like, argh. No, the other one. The capybara missed with the bite attack, and then that was it. Yeah, and then it's done. Your guys' turn again. Go.
I was attacked by a capybara and I lived.
And all you got was this T-shirt.
I will write many songs about this.
Ardeth. Yeah, that could work. Sure is. Oh, yeah, that fails. Cool. That's... Huh? Oh, on the damage. Yeah, you're good. Mossy. 26 hits, 18 misses. Not retroactively like that. Yeah. 27. Okay, the flesh golem will fall to the ground.
It's gonna keep fighting it. Eventually it's gonna be bad. Okay, close the floor in front of it with mayonnaise. That way it's like grease. So
Why are you gonna... Wait. I just want to make sure I understand that you're gonna bully the capybara before you kill it.
I want to mock its ears and its tail.
I want to pick up the capybara and try and throw it down the pit.
Oh, Zoe, do it. Do it. No, Zoe has to do this.
Yeah, okay, well I have the stats for a capybara, which I'm just using the Mastiff stat block here.
Which is generous.
It's 1/8 of a CR, listen. Like, I could go to 0 if you really wanted, but you know what's a 0 is a squirrel, and I feel like that's too small.
Right. It's like +1 of a squirrel.
I'll tell you right now, it's not gonna put up a great fight.
Level 9 adventurers versus 1 capybara.
Well, one capybara for until you do one capybara's worth of damage, which I have an answer for.
I want to see it. Do it. Do it. No, we need to see this answer.
Give me an athletics check.
This is another 20, Zoe. I'm taking those dice away from you.
It stays a capybara for 1 minute or until it
Oh,
takes...
6. Okay. All right.
Whatever the damage.
So 6 total?
That was with my mind's blood.
That's when I was like, put a leash on the thing.
Defender wins ties, it also rolled a 6. Defender wins ties.
Why? Do it, Skylar. Do it. Yes, there we go.
I have faith in you. Roll in athletics. We just gotta...
For a capybara? Yeah, 'cause I just lost.
It just rolled an 11. It could win. Okay, well, okay, it's not gonna win, but it could have. Yeah, okay.
And that's how we do teamwork, people.
I
How we do teamwork. Yeah, exactly.
Have you guys ever seen that like security camera footage of the guy throwing the raccoon down the stairs?
Or the woman, yeah.
Yeah, it was like and it
Attacking his dog, so he's just like
yeah.
points it.
Anyway, that's basically what you guys see. It's this fucking giant hippopotamus creature lifts up this capybara and just yeets it into the abyss.
Everyone that hasn't seen it, because this is now firmly in my head, elephant versus honey badger.
Mm.
This is what happens to it.
Honey badger wins.
No, the elephant kicked this thing into space. Like, it just goes away.
I'm 7 foot tall and I lost the fight.
It might have been greasy for Manny.
I'm so I have negatives just saying.
You guys have conquered the capybara fight. Congratulations.
3 turns to go.
Don't worry about it. It's
This thing almost exploded back into a flesh golem.
well, listen.
That's why I wanted to drop it in the pit.
It's not.
At the bottom of the pit.
It's almost for sure not dead, but it's definitely not with around you guys anymore. And I'll tell you right now, flesh golems probably aren't smart enough to like figure out where you are again. we will see in several weeks. In several weeks, we're going to find out if you're smart enough to remember. It's down there with the mace. And now you've got a capybara armed with a magical mace that's possibly cursed.
I want to see that, Lisa. We made our own problem much later. We made a resolution to the book.
Yeah. There's a door. Yeah, there's a door, and there's skulls on it. Okay, so yeah, I'll move you forward a little bit and zoom out a little bit. So you can look into this room, which appears to be another room with a sarcophagus, as you can see up there, right? I think that's like a veil. We'll get there when I do that room description. But the question was about these doors here, which, excuse me as I clumsily flip around with my dinosaur hands. I could. I really could. And yet.
Clearly, you don't.
No! Why is that an issue? It's either rats or snakes, depending on the...
Okay, the doors are carved with leering and laughing skulls. That is your information. There's a lot of skulls. Go for it. You don't see one. You don't notice any traps. You may. You don't notice any traps. Oh, interesting question. That is a fair thing to ask. Let's see. A 4-columned portico juts out from the far wall, beneath which a stone sarcophagus rests in a wall recess. 4 ceramic frog masks hang in niches around the sarcophagus. Beneath the masks, humanoid bones are strewn across the floor. To the east, a large carving of a tentacled frog monster squats above a shrine. Offerings lie on a shelf before it. 4 rectangular frescoes adorn the adjacent walls.
Here we go. Again.
Hold on, I'm just getting something ready for you guys.
It looks pretty awesome. It looks pretty cool, I'll be honest.
There. Yeah, this. Just putting this up here again. Don't worry about it.
Walk with flutter. Slink with your shadow.
Hear the thirst of your shadow.
The vultures will feast them. Right to gods involved. Oh my god. I feel so stupid.
A lot of them are really obvious in hindsight, which is really funny.
So sure, here's the first step.
2020 wisdom. Thank you. Oh, there we are.
Oh my god, what? Oh shit. I'm just a dinosaur. I don't know what I'm doing. Alright. Here's the area. What are we doing?
I'm in danger.
What's up? You're looking at the stuff on the walls. There are 4 frescoes. Fresco 1. A frog-like behemoth uses its tentacles to help the Amoan people knock down a mighty statue. In the foreground, an old woman wearing a frog mask tosses 5 coins from her hand as though sowing seeds, right? Fresco 2. A frog-like behemoth wraps its tentacles around a giant crocodile as Amoan hunters stab the crocodile with their spears. In the foreground, an old man wearing a frog mask holds up a bug to his open mouth. Fresco 3. A frog-like behemoth with 4 Moan hunters riding on its back finds a small boy in the jungle. The hunters seem elated. In the foreground, a young woman wearing a frog mask holds a knife in one hand and a headless chicken in the other. Fresco 4. A frog-like behemoth wallows in a shallow pool as Samoans offer it urns of food and treasure as tribute. Cracks in the fresco obscure the head of the human figure in the foreground, but you can see that it grasps a lit candle. You light a candle.
So sacrifice money should you rely on. Now before eat above there was
Sowing seeds with gold.
oh the chicken. Yeah.
Knife and chicken. Candle. Well, 4 was candle. There's only 4.
Yeah.
It was old woman wearing frog mask tosses 5 coins as though sowing seeds. Old man wearing frog mask holds a bug up to his open mouth. Young woman wearing a frog mask holds a knife in one hand and a headless chicken in the other. And cracks in the fresco obscure the head of the human figure in the foreground, but you can see that it grasps a lit candle. That's a shame.
Someone summon chicken.
You can.
I can't.
It's a level 4 spell, though. And it as soon as the chicken dies, it turns back into whatever you cast it on. Where's that capybara?
I can waste a while I thought myself to turn into a chicken if someone wants to split my chicken throat, then I'd be free for you.
Oh, my
I don't like imagining that experience.
Wow.
That's
Okay,
fuck.
I'll do it. I'll cast polymorph for.
I confused myself.
No, it's fine. No, you don't have to waste your spell. So we're gonna sacrifice you. That's what you want to do.
Yes, but that's step 3.
Are we on step 1 or what step are we on?
Step 1.
All right. So step 1, I'm getting.
Hold on.
Wow. 4.
Let's not ignore the people trying to.
45 pounds of food.
That's fair.
Can I choose chicken? But I think it needs to be alive. It's a fly. It's not like sacrifice.
It's not implied. Read the spell. Read the spell. Yeah, it has nothing that says that. You want to put meat on skeletons?
And
Huh?
feathers. Don't forget the feathers.
You want to turn? No. Listen. Number 1, calcium is food source. Skeletons are number 1. You're not making that the same thing else. No, you're not gonna turn my skeletons into chickens. Because they were never chickens to begin with. What the fuck are you doing? No. Turn a chicken into a rock from a rock or something.
What are you both in? Mortals.
Exactly. No. Turn it into a chicken, turn something else into one of my skeletons. She wants me turned into a chicken.
You're trying to kill the puzzle. What a novel idea.
Number 1, are we starving?
Not right now.
No. So why are we doing this?
While they're looking, while they're discussing this, I'm going to be looking around for a
Oh, interesting. Yeah, so you look around the bug. Can you give me a perception check real quick? An 8 total. All right, you are so the wall shrine on the right of the room. There is a 6-inch tall stone statuette of a frog behemoth which weighs 5 pounds and has a inscription in its base in Old Amoan. There is a copper bowl containing rat bones. There is 4 dead cockroaches. There is a green wax candle with a salvageable wick. And there's about 5 gold pieces that's kind of scattered around the room. Yeah. Especially with the archaeologist background, it reads, "Give thanks to me as others have done since the dawn of time." No. None of the things I listed were magical. Good check. Good.
I think we found the corpse of the dude that got here.
Yeah, no, we figured that out a long time ago. He's right here.
Yeah.
Nice.
No, the elevator. Dude,
The half guy, the half goat, half human guy.
Literally an hour.
Okay, so step 1 is gold coin, is 5 coins. Yay, we have 5 coins. I think we need to wear the frog.
There are 4 frog masks on the wall, so we're made of ceramic.
Wait, hold on. 4 steps, 4 frog masks.
4 people have 1 person each step. The task has to wear a frog.
Well, here's the thing. I'll put up my 3 skeletons to take up 3 of them masks in case incineration spell. No! Why do you want to upset?
So the thing is with polymorph, when you go to 1, you come back and pick up. So if you could die, that would be fine. If I'm just remembering
I
how.
just don't know that would we still have a head of a chicken.
They're bones of a rat, it looks like.
Can I look for a rat?
Yeah, not like specifically a rat, yeah. Can you look for a rat? There are no living rats.
So let's go on.
I love you guys. Thank you for all debating this for... As long as you have... I'm going to remind you that it is possible to know things as a your character that you don't know in real life by rolling skill checks to ask questions of me, and then I can answer those questions if you roll high enough. In this game that we're playing.
That's based on his stat block.
I would say more of a religion check.
Never mind.
Yeah. Religion to... I mean, this is definitely religious matter, clearly. 20. So definitely the ritual seems to be asking you to be paying tribute in a number of different ways and in a specific method. You don't think the order matters very much with a 20. You also think that some of the specifics can be vague. It's like the idea of giving tribute in the 4 ways is more important than the very specifics, right?
Can we offer up the capybara as tribute?
It's probably not a capybara anymore. Yeah, certainly. It's a religion check as well. This is definitely religious sacrifice, right? So that's the... What'd you get? Hold on. I'll go. Where are you next? Yeah, you guys are fighting.
How many times you roll this?
15 total? So your question is about finding a sacrifice. You think that probably it's more about like a blood sacrifice than a murder sacrifice? And you think it's probably just like whatever and not specifically a chicken? Skulls for the Skull Throne. It's no big deal. Oh, that's better. Yeah, that seems more wholesome. I like that one more. You had a question. Okay. Spare. Oh. Mm.
Yeah. Oh, that sounds delicious.
All right. So Mo has put on one of the 4 ceramic frog masks and has lit a candle. Mask coins. Okay. Are you? Do you guys want to like rock paper scissors, like to eat the bug? All right, Allison is eating a bug. Is that gonna make Allison sad though? There's 4 dead cockroaches. Yeah. Again, as long as you're making a token effort.
Well, just one eye so you can see through it.
No, the mask is magical. It should fit anybody's face.
There is no magic that you've detected on any of these components. No magic that you've detected.
So you look like a dummy for a long time.
All right, you guys do all of those things, and then you guys just hear like kind of like a really soft click noise from the north. Just kind of like nothing. You try and move the sarcophagus lid. It moves. There is a yeah, there's a bunch of bones of what appears to be an enormous frog.
And how big is the frog?
In life, it may have been huge. There is a set of bracers. Who's yoinking?
I'll identify the bracers. No, I'm identifying the bracers.
You're gonna wait. Well, hold on. We've got several people claiming bracers. I've heard a yoink.
Let's identify them.
Who opens the sarcophagus? Okay, you did it. You have first dibs. Do you grab the bracers immediately? Okay, then yoink and then identify. So in the order, I need a charisma saving throw. I need a charisma saving throw from you over there, Mossy. Because when you grab the bracers, they glow with a watery light that ripples across the walls. And a monstrous tentacled shadow rises up from the sarcophagus, and the air fills with the stench of a swamp, and a rumbling voice echoes through the tomb.
Wait, listen.
And it says, "You are brave to summon me. Together we will crush the Undying One." What was your charisma save number? I would like... No, it doesn't matter. That could have been an 8. Hey, Mossy Nutshell, can we talk real quick outside, just real quick?
This is why we don't
Oh,
like shit.
no.
The froggy is evil.
This has only happened like one other time. I've
No.
never seen it.
Once again,
We're all doomed.
both players have removed curse. It's not a curse.
There is a way to get rid of it, and it's not going to work.
It's not a curse. It doesn't help. It's not. I have insider information.
This happened to them when we first got to the tomb.
Yeah, and mine is good. I'm a lawful good creature now. I've been
Oh yeah, these are you can identify these. These are bracers of archery. That's true. However, Mazui, like you still would want these.
My AC is very low.
Well, the bracers, I think they only give you +2 if you don't wear armor, right?
Yeah, I don't wear armor.
So you want it on somebody that's not wearing armor. Yeah, you have much armor. No armor.
They were never mine. Yay.
Allison has +2 AC. All right.
13.
Holy. My God. I mean, casters.
I'm a dog. I'm a dog.
You're above mid.
My strength and dex not
All right.
Statistically broken the center.
You guys are able to move on if you would like to. It is only, yeah, no, we got a lot of time. What are we doing? Where are we dropping? Did anything change in, like, this door over here? No. So that door also, like, you checked it several times. You don't think it's locked. Yeah.
Important question in D&D, did you open
There's no keyhole, but it also doesn't appear to be locked. Yeah.
How many unopened doors do you
Okay, early on in this game, like a year and a half ago,
We're outside and we were supposed to be.
there was a door. Yes. And it took about an hour and a half. To the point where that has now been a recurring joke where we are outside, we are supposed to be inside, was the final argument that got them through the door.
It was 3 guards.
And you guys were just arguing with yourselves for an hour and a half, and then you rolled one persuasion check with the argument, we are supposed to be on the inside. And that's what it took to get through the door.
That was Hootie.
Yeah, that was Judy.
That was the dumbest smart owl.
Oh, that was hold on. That was Hootie. I still have the quick link to Hootie. All right. Let's see. We're gonna open a door. Ready? Boom. Door open.
Oh, are those like
There's noodles in here.
Yeah. These are veils. They're 10 feet from the doors. There's a thick tapestry. Technically, you can only see up to like this line, right? Because there's a tapestry. A curtain that hangs from wall to wall. Its embroidery shows a scene of merriment. Nobles feasting around a banquet table. A roast boar on a platter, and servants pouring wine out of jugs. Asmodel.
No, I'm just.
Oh, you were just being... Okay.
Just.
That's fair. Does anybody have any questions about this area?
I'm just like.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, there's no advice. There's no advice this time around from anything outside of the party, which there is sometimes. Don't worry about it. It's fine. We didn't talk about anything, and it's cool. Yes. Along with most of a lot of the rest of the stuff in the tomb that's not just stone, there is a very minor degree of maintenance that appears to have been going on over the years. So it does appear to be less old than the stonework. Yes. So, like, as an archaeologist, this is a reasonable depiction of a scene on the Sword Coast from about 300 years ago. Yes.
I'd like to just do a quick pulse check. Is anyone hurt or no level?
I think Golem hit for 12, Golem hit for 6.
Down.
Down, because I was down 10.
And you don't have let health to start.
I mean, the curse went away, but it didn't restore up. So I was down 10 at the start of the day. So I'm 56 or 70. So I'm like, that sounds like a
I'm
pretty
gonna
bad
heal,
situation.
just gonna heal the word real fast.
It's fair, because you're also the big music on it.
7. You get 7. And I get no, you get 9. I get.
Mo, what's up?
So you got plus 9. I get plus 2.
Sorry, is that which door is that? You what? Oh, that's a different level, I think. Yeah, you're on level.
Oh yeah, no, that was level 1.
That's up. That's up. It's not skeleton. Those are zombies, also, I think. So you're gonna leave this room and go to the south.
Are there 4 corridors, or is the first 2?
Well, there's from the center room. There's 3 options, and then you've kind of explored. You haven't explored this room super fully. You've just seen this first tapestry.
What's that hallway? Did we go through that hallway?
This one.
Oh,
That's where you. This is where you just did.
sorry, I missed a lot.
That's okay. So there are, yeah, so this hallway here is short and ends in a face. This hallway here goes to a T intersection, it looks like.
Yeah, I think.
T intersection. Da da da.
Investigation roll.
Check for traps. Check for traps.
Okay.
27.
Damn.
Thank you.
So there's more of that mold. I'm gonna stop saying there's more of that mold in eyeballs because that is gonna keep being true. To the west, the hallway just seems to terminate. This is a dead end here.
No obvious doors.
Nope. You do not see a door to the east. Yeah, sure, go ahead. That's a perception check. Yes. Yeah, I have a habit here. I will always say you don't notice or you don't see instead of there is no. Okay, there is a passageway, although it is small. Medium creatures would have to squeeze to fit through into this.
It's my time.
Yeah, there's some people that are good at this.
So weird. Wow. It's not very tall.
I think I am.
I don't believe anybody is large size class other than... Are you large? Okay, so you're large. So you wouldn't be able to fit without like a polymorph or a reduce spell.
I can do polymorph.
Okay. Well, somebody else can scout first.
Wait, someone's
shrink you
maybe
to
turned into
a
a
small
chicken.
Maybe.
Our father will finally be happy.
I know, right?
Our father will be proud of us. Finally.
go out.
That's what the.
But this.
Send a skeleton forward.
I sent the skeleton. I'm sorry. I'm trying to solve one problem. Yes, I'm sorry. No, I'm multifaceted. Let's do this. Skylar.
We don't know if it's like a cave.
Yes.
All these
Regardless of who looks, they report back seeing an iron barrier kind of cutting off your path forward. Ahead of you, there is the face of a snarling minotaur that is etched into a sheet of iron that bisects the crawlway. Its eyes have been cut out, letting you see through the sheet, beyond which the tunnel just continues onwards and then curves. So the tunnel clearly continues on past this point here, where it's blocked off. However, it only goes on for about 10 or 15 feet and then turns, so you can't really see what's beyond other than more tunnel. An iron sheet with a face of a snarling minotaur etched onto it. That is correct, yes. No. The eyeballs are they're like eyeball sized. And Allison is but small. You know what's so funny? What seems to be funny to me, I would agree that a spider would work. What's funny is that a tiny creature actually can't move through this normally. They're 2 inches wide. Tiny is like a foot. Yeah, normally. Gaseous form. Gaseous form. Yeah, it's not the size class tiny. Technically, like I would say that yes, that would work. And I was gonna say no, that technically would work. I'm just making a comment on 5th edition's rules. That's all. You spend a 4th level spell slot to polymorph. Okay, you're gonna be a tiny spider and.
It's fine. Don't worry about it.
So a tiny little spider crosses through this, crawls through the 2 tiny little spiders, crawls through, and gets into this hallway on the other side. How long does polymorph last? The walls of this tunnel slope inwards as they approach a 10-foot-high ceiling. Patches of mold cling to the walls and floor of the eastern half of this hall. Cut into the floor at the west end of the corridor is a 3-foot-wide, 4-foot-long rectangular hole with bright light spilling out of it. That's this hole right here. Bright light. Whoops. You're going to look in the hole? You see a hold on. That's the wrong, I read the wrong thing. A room shaped like a drum or cylinder lying on its side. The south end tapers towards a small stone door. Carvings of demons decorate the stonework with flames flickering in all of their eyes. No. Well, you have currently the intellect and thought process of a spider. That's kind of true, yeah. I don't believe they understand you currently. Yeah, if you crawl back and your spellcasting friends dismiss their spells, you may report back what you have found. I'm going to keep this token in this area just so that you guys know that there's a thing here if we ever return.
Wait, there's another direction.
Yeah, what's the other direction? Not by the slate. Not by the light.
When you say other direction, you mean this?
I mean, to the west of that hallway that we're in.
That's a dead end.
The other west. The dead end.
Over here? Yeah, this is a dead end. To the south? That's a door. Yeah, the room is covered in demon faces. The door is also, but always has been.
Always has been. No.
Demon, definitely. Yeah.
Terrible things.
So you guys are able to head back and meet up with the rest of the party back again and report back on what you have seen in this area.
Yeah, I have to think off, so giving.
Oh no.
So, yeah. So
Not the death cleric? Or the grave cleric?
I don't know.
No, the life cleric is the one that gets the skeletons.
No, Azrael's confused by this one.
All right. You guys are here. You guys have slightly scouted out this area. Yeah. Thank you, Chris.
Oh, I'll be here in this costume next week. That's not a problem.
Yeah, every time you show up, I'm going to keep giving you.
No, I made this costume, so I'm happy to do it.
Yeah. No, it makes me happy, and that means that you get advantages.
We have until 8.
Yeah.
One of our arms.
Oh, good. Very good. Mo.
9 o'clock every night.
East and check for traps.
Meaning of just it is this, but
That's funny. Yeah, that's what
hey,
I can't change myself.
You do not see a trap. What you do see is that there is a hallway that you have found yourself in. Also, this is obvious. There's also an alcove here. Yeah, well, hold on. I'm going to read the room description. Everywhere. Everywhere. The eyeballs are everywhere. There are puddles of water in this room, right? They cover the floor in this 15-foot wide hallway. The walls are slick with moisture and set with murals that show animal-headed humanoids in armor, most of which appear to brandish real weapons that are hanging on the walls. A 3-foot-high crawlway in the east wall is flush with the floor. At the far end of the hall, there is a rippling, transparent curtain of water that fills a stone archway. Beyond the curtain of water, you see another hallway that looks similar to the one within which you stand. So this is the curtain of water is up here at the north, right?
We would like to walk through the water with weapons on plate, but I have my staff of the adder.
I technically have weapons.
So if you are holding weapons, do you mean you're grabbing weapons off of the wall? There are weapons on the wall. So yeah, okay. Yeah, so there are 12 painted figures that are on the hall. Or 6 on the west and 6 on the east hall, right? Or wall, rather. Directly across from one another, right? Like opposing. So there are stork-headed males with hand axes, lizard-headed females with maces, panther-headed males with blowguns, unarmed, hawk-headed females, goat-headed males with sickles, and frog-headed females with tridents. No vultures. You grab a trident. So there's 2 tridents. There's one on each of the walls, right? Because each of those animal-headed is mirrored basically on either side of the west and east. So you have a mace. So you have a trident. You have what? Blowguns. Okay, you've got a blowgun.
Yeah. And then we'll figure out if it's like you have to take both to get through.
Okay. And so who's going first? You're going first. Make a strength saving throw. It's a strength saving throw. You are going to take 7 points of damage and are unable to move through the water. You go through.
Wait, can we try going at the same time? If we both have the blowgun? Or the...
While we're holding hands.
Yeah.
Pause and eat feathers.
I just feel a little bit of fear. I gotta use all 4. Like, I'm flying a little bit, but it's like at my height.
Okay, perfect. I'm holding earlier.
Okay, so you are holding onto Allison.
Here, I think both have them.
You have blow darts. Okay, both of you give me strength saving throws. You're going to take 14 points of damage, and you are shot 30 feet to the south and slam against the southern wall.
14? Same thing?
Yes, same thing.
Okay, I tossed the tridents back.
14.
I'd like to throw the tridents back on the other side of the water.
Okay.
And then weapon strength?
This appears to be like a mirror, almost exactly, of this room here. However, frog-headed females are with tridents, goat-headed males with sickles, unarmed hawk-headed females, panther-headed males with blowguns, lizard-headed females with maces, and stork-headed males with hand axes. It's the opposite as the other side. Opposite order, same weapons. There's another passage that goes on, which we can go down more later. No, you're not anymore. Sorry.
It's fine.
Ardeth.
Watching
Yes, which, by the way, Mo has thrown the tridents back to this side. Okay. Would you give me a strength saving throw? At 19? So you take 7 points of damage, but you are not forced backwards. Oh, you're gonna grab tridents and then what? There is no other curtain of water. It's just a hallway. Yeah, you can look down the hallway. It's a hallway. There's no specific description. It goes off to the side here and it goes around. Okay, we're gonna go back to you. Yeah. We're not in initiative. Yeah. Okay, you go through. Yeah.
I think I'm the last one.
Well, a lot of you guys haven't been shot backwards and not made it through.
Yeah, for time's sake, we all walk through with the tridents and the top and the back.
Yeah.
Until the last person and don't throw them away.
Oh, I'm sorry. Wait, hold on.
Yes. No, you are a dinosaur.
I am a dinosaur.
That wasn't your hand.
Yeah, sorry. Don't pay attention to anything you see on this half of my body. That's a fake hand. Yeah, that's a fake hand. That's a fake hand. Yeah, this hallway is a hallway.
Here, until we either advance or figure stuff out.
I promise by Wednesday, next Wednesday, we'll have signs.
You don't see the traps.
Is the curtain of water the only like moving corner?
No, I mean there's water on the ground here, but it kind of dissipates and doesn't spread too much.
But it's the only like moving like fountain type one.
So other than the other fountain.
What's the door and what's further down the hallway?
Yeah, there's a door here, and then this hallway kind of like does that, but there's like a hole in this wall that lets you see through, right? So we're gonna start with this door. It's a door.
Is it trapped?
You may check these things.
People that have taken minor nothing significant, right?
What'd you get? You don't notice anything? It seems to be a normal stone door, but it does not appear to be locked.
Well, I have a couple options here of us being in the 40-45 spread, right? So like when we get to that, like that's why I'm like trying to keep a track of where we're at. Like I don't want to waste the spell, but I want to. I'm like, we're not there yet. Yeah.
Mossy! The chamber beyond contains a stone font filled with a steaming green liquid. Beyond it, a shadowy figure stands at an open door on the other side of the room. The figure's back is towards you. Well, there's really no source of light other than what you bring. Okay. Okay, that all happens. You don't notice anything happen. Nothing happens. Well, that's fine. You can move up to it. That's fine. But when you offer it, it doesn't move or otherwise act. Yeah, the back of the shadowy figure, for whatever it's worth. Here, you know what? I'll do something to just kind of give you an idea. The shadowy figure here is going to be this ooze token that I've just put, and I'll let you know if it moves. Your hand just kind of goes through if you try and interact with it. Yeah, you can do that. Yeah, you may do that. Medicine on the font. The liquid is, you can't tell what it is. Mossy, when you move forward, so does the ooze creature thing, Shadow.
Like, oh, shadow?
Well, it's a shadowy creature, yes.
But the word shadow.
That was in the original description, yes, a shadowy figure.
No, but I'm thinking the plaque. It says Lake for shadow.
It does say that on the plaque.
So let's move into the shadow.
What? Hey, what's that token in the back?
You move back one, and so does the shadowy creature. The shadowy creature also moves back one. Well, that's a wall.
Oh, wait. I think. No, that's wrong.
It turns around.
I'm going to pantomime drinking.
Very well. The shadowy creature pantomimes drinking in the same way that you do. Those of the rest of you observing begin to notice the level of the soup or whatever go down slightly.
What happened? It went down. I tried to do the same thing Mossy did. I'm gonna keep doing it.
You,
Keep pantomiming drinking.
whenever you do anything, nothing happens. All right. After about 42 seconds of miming this drinking, it's a whole 8 rounds of drinking. Yeah. The soup, air quotes again, is empty, and inside of the font, there appears a 1-inch diameter eyeball made of incandescent orange crystal.
It seems appropriate. Yeah, maybe you're wrong.
There is something unsettling about this eyeball. You are unsure of its particular nature. The doors are both open. Oh, hold on. It does disappear. This way? Oh, it's a dead end. Made of crystal, orange crystal. Yeah, you're not sure what it is with that Arcana check. Yeah.
Can I take the eye to the creepy little eye hole? So there was a hallway, and there was up north, and then there was a little hole in the wall.
Oh, you mean this?
No.
Well, I can't see.
Oh,
Sorry.
you mean this?
Yeah.
I mean up north.
You're talking about this?
Yeah, that.
Okay, well we can talk about that. That's a different area. Yeah, there's a little peephole. The corridor turns sharply to the left. At the corner just before the turn, there's a peephole that's carved into the stone wall at a height of 6 feet. You can do that. Nothing happens, but you can do that.
How big is the hole?
It's a peephole, so it's very small. You absolutely may. What happens if two people peep at each other is that it's kind of dark and you can't really see anything. Yeah, absolutely you may. So,
I'll help if I kind of like
Like, you can roll that, and we'll get to what you roll in a sec. But the main thing is that you can see that there's a block of stone upon which there is painted a 7-foot-tall jackal-headed humanoid with a circular gold medallion around its neck. And all around the figure are carvings of locusts. Okay. No, but you are also able to make out that there's a crawlway there. It's the same basic deal. It's a small, so a medium can fit in by squeezing.
Yeah, are you technically
What's your Kenku? I think you can be.
No, you're small. You're relatively strong.
You get to choose as a Kenku whether you're small or medium, so.
We're helping you with this.
We go through.
Yeah, I think the two of us go through and verbally communicate as much as we can.
Before one of you goes, I'm detecting thoughts, so I can talk to your brain.
I also have message. I think that only works.
Line of sight. Love
Oh,
I don't
right.
need it. It's no conversation. I'll detect thoughts I can talk to you.
Okay. It looks like it goes straight forward, but
Oh, this goes.
Keep going.
This like goes right back through.
So it ends there.
once I feel like we're about like more than like
The telepathy ends there, or the tunnel ends there, as far as we can tell.
It keeps going for another 5 feet.
how long does telepathy go?
Detect thoughts has a range of 30 feet, and it also doesn't go through stone.
Okay, so once we hit about 30 feet, I'm good.
Once you hit here, telepathy stops working.
Okay.
Right? So, like, I'll move you back there, because that was your request.
Stop. Okay, so
As you've seen,
Yell down the tunnel to you.
yeah,
Telepathically convey the message.
yeah,
She gets very fast.
yeah. It looks like it's a straight shot down the hallway to get to her. So
yeah, here, okay, so Clavelda, yeah, Clavelda, hold on, you're going to the end of the passage? Okay. Well, it's just an important thing for me to know for reasons. Clavelda, you, Clavelda, with a loud grinding noise, the section of crawlway begins to rotate, instantly cutting off exits ahead and behind. You can feel the passage sink about 5 feet as it turns. After a few seconds, it comes to a stop and the grinding abates. Yeah, everybody hears this. Like, it's too late. Yep. So what I'm going to do real quick is cover the map because I need to do something. Because this area of the map is complicated. Yeah, just in terms of like the light, the way that the light works is weird. And in order for you guys to not get spoiled, I need to hide things from you. My apologies. Okay, hold on. All right, Clavelda, this is what you could currently see. Is about 25 feet of hallway that's cut off on either side. And Allison, when you go, you get to here, and you are able to tell that's not where that's fucking supposed to be.
I did see that.
You didn't.
You didn't see giant gray blob?
No. What?
You can see all the way to the other side of this here. There's a tunnel that leads this way.
Like to the end.
Yes.
So,
And inside of that tunnel, there is a corpse.
what kind of corpse?
Great question.
It
It's a skeletal corpse that is lying on the floor of the tunnel about 10 feet away from you.
would survival help in this?
In what way?
Like, would I be able to use survival as a skill to use that to see what kind of corpse?
No.
Yeah, but you can't.
It's medicine or history or...
Simply must try. Well, the thing that is going through Bobby's mind right now, is that a Kenku corpse?
No.
Cool.
Also, it's a skeleton.
Skeleton.
It's true.
Yeah.
Bird people have it rough out here, it turns out. People?
People, they're no people. This is,
People.
it's now canon now. This is,
Hey, it is canon.
I'm a dinosaur. I don't know what you're talking about.
That's gone in so many circles, I don't know. It doesn't know where it is.
I'm immune to that joke at this point.
I think the way Mom and Dad introduced you when you were a kid was canon. Like boo.
Who's moving in the tunnel?
Save her. Slivers of spider climbing to crawl up to the ceiling of the tunnel.
You were having a panicking time, I imagine.
A little bit.
I yell. I'm like, well done, well done. Can they hear me and respond?
How much does 5 feet of stone muffle sound?
a lot.
A lot, I would say.
Like,
Probably not very well, yeah.
like, if you don't have like a 10-pound sledgehammer, no one hears.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think you hear much. You should have taken that spell that says things can hear you through 5 feet of stone. Specifically.
Don't you have stealth thing?
I can make a hole only if I know I need to make a hole in 5 feet of stone.
Yeah,
Because I was screaming and
So, Allison, you head back
head back.
and tell the rest of the party that screaming and stone grinding happened, and now there's a skeleton that doesn't appear to be a Kenku in the hall.
And if we follow the same path, us medium or lower creatures struggle our way through to the same path.
Yeah, you can go to the same... You see the same thing that Allison sees.
I can use stone chains to make a medium-sized tunnel through this hole.
Do you do that?
Yes.
It fails.
Yep. I'm assuming I still spend this.
You still spend the spell. Yeah, that one's not going to work.
I'm gonna struggle my ass back out of this.
That's fair. That's fair.
I'm not investigating this.
Clavelda,
You know what? I'm gonna give myself some luck.
Clavelda, you think that this is a trap that you sprung by climbing in? You're not sure if you can activate it again. You may, yeah. Go ahead and check for traps.
I'm gonna hold it up. I'm struggling through.
I'm ready with the best one.
17, you are able to notice a seam. You're able to notice a seam about right here that indicates that the area of this tunnel does move. You just notice that there's a seam in the tunnel. Yes. You don't have to find another tunnel. it's a reasonable conclusion. Not that you have found. Can you, like, yeah, you're gonna travel beyond where you were just at? Okay. Go ahead. Yeah, give me a investigation check. And then, Mo, when you go beyond what you just checked, the same thing happens. So now, Mo, what's his way?
Try and go out around and further up this whole way. Not in the tiny tunnel.
You're not going to go this way.
I'm not going further in the tunnel.
Got it. Okay. What'd you get? You don't find any other passageways into this area, especially not that fit a large creature. Yeah, I don't know what you mean by up.
Where he was?
That's definitely not up.
Well, so we were in the fountain hallway.
Right?
And how does the fountain hallway connect to this again?
Like that. Right? Like this.
Well, what's that door to the right?
This is the soup. There is no. That's a stone block. Yeah, I read that out earlier, but I will read it out again because that is the experience of running this game. The corridor ends at the block of stone, upon which is painted a 7-foot-tall jackal-headed humanoid with a circular gold medallion around its neck. All around the figure are carvings of locusts. Sure. What is your question, though? Just, like, do you recognize it? Yep. I would allow you to try.
I'm gonna go with you. Not like with them, next to them, but behind them. Also, let me know what you get, so if I need to set that up.
A D4, a D8, and a possible benefit.
Which is a D4.
Guidance doesn't work for saving throws, so it doesn't stack in that it doesn't work like that. But resistance and bardic do, yeah.
And I'm also pretty sure I can level up after.
Yeah. Yeah. This is going to be a silly number. Potentially. It could also be like a 3, which will unlikely but possible.
Which is why we have the redundancies in place. Okay. I'm going to go with the trap.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then I'm gonna get out of there.
I don't remember. 25.
Does it trigger the trap?
Well, definitely the trap is triggered.
Okay. When it's triggered, will the sea on the other side?
Not immediately. It has to finish. So here's what's gonna happen, right? So you go up to where the seam is, Mossy, and kind of like jump it and then immediately try and jump out, right? Okay. There is a grinding sound, and immediately the passageway begins to rise upwards and twist out, and you are just barely able So jump to the other side without getting caught with a 25. Just barely able to squeeze through without getting caught.
And during that time,
Mm-hmm.
can Covert see on the other side?
No. And so last time it sunk down, nobody saw it other than Cavell, but last time it sunk down, this time it rises up. And so yeah, and then Clavelda, no, you are you are able to see Mossy right now. No, after it's done.
You're both back up.
Oh.
Trapped is on scrum.
And now I'm back. I triggered it and it did this.
Oh, you think I'm back
Leon
out?
sprung the trap.
Yeah. Well, yeah,
Get the fuck out.
basically.
I'm still back out.
You're able to get out.
We should leave this passageway. I don't see anything of any value in there. Other than like that.
What's that mystery
Right.
I want to look at the skeleton. I'm real curious about that. Oh no, the skeleton's down the hallway above.
The skeleton is in the tunnel that was only visible after the first triggering. You can't see a skeleton right now.
I'm here to study the
That's pretty cool. I'll settle for it.
I appreciate it. Like, you have to save me. Someone
Has already done.
Yeah, but like, you know.
What's the jackal uncommon or mystery?
The voice of God has told us.
It's a great question.
There will be.
Love it. So funny fact, James, my older brother, every single time we tell our dad we want to play games, he tells us there's nothing to do. Every single time, I want to say for at least the past like 5.
He made this.
Yeah.
Has he ever
Our dad? No.
My mom played one.
Zelda traumatized.
I don't believe he's ever played a video game that wasn't like Forza.
Yeah.
Oh, Sim.
Yeah. He's like the most classic dad person.
That can mean a lot of things.
Yeah. Like,
Spectrum is.
like,
It
like,
sounds like
no,
he's like.
but like classic rock and cars.
70s, 80s dad.
Yeah.
Not in a bad way.
You know, they got pretty good times.
All right.
We're gonna leave this.
No, it's not a discomfort. It's not a discomfort thing. We both love our father. So it's none of those. You're not able to determine any connection about the jackal-headed figure. It is wearing a medallion, but well, you may. It's actually stuck really. Like the medallion actually does stick out from the stone wall. It's gold, the golden medallion. The jackal. You can mess with it. You don't see anything, but what you do see is that there is a locust. Close inspection, one of the locusts can be pushed in as a button. Okay. When you do so, the stone block sinks into the floor and creates an open passageway into the next room. Which I just realized now I forgot to make a thing for this.
Oh, another black? Should we have another black?
No, 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 no. It's not a plaque thing. It's like a. Pardon me. I fucked up something.
Oh, did I miss that part? I came in just as it came like the ritual. And I was like, I'll eat a bug. And then I didn't get to eat a bug.
Right to gods, I think it's the only part we haven't
We also haven't seen the vulture.
All right, this is kind of messy looking, but here we go. This is kind of messy looking, but you step on the vulture. You really click on that. I didn't even give you a room description. You were like, vulture time.
I'm stepping on the vulture.
There are 4 torches that illuminate stone sphinxes that are crouched in the corners of this 15-foot-high room. The torches cast flickering light across hieroglyphs carved into the tiled floor. At the center of the room, a gold-inlaid funeral barge stands atop a 3-foot-tall stone dais. Resting on the deck of the barge is a small golden sarcophagus decorated with horned rabbits.
That's one of the
Correct. Yeah, that's an Almiraj. I love an Almiraj too. This is my favorite god. Don't ask why until later. A dark shaft opens in the ceiling directly above the barge, while to the south, a corridor is visible through a set of fangs carved into the wall. Over here. South. Yep. Yes. The skeleton of a dwarf sprawls. This is here, right? Right there. That's the skeleton of a dwarf right there. Rip in peace. The skeleton of a dwarf sprawls on the floor east of the barge, clad in a tattered yellow turban and dusty chainmail, clutching a bronze shield. Sorry, this room is 2 pages. Do you need to? Yes, you may. Absolutely, you may. You always may. I'm not going to say you can't check for traps. Unless we're like an initiative. And then I'm going to say it's your action. 15? Okay. It could have been worse.
That's kind of like, I would not know location.
All right, guys. There's a lot happening. There's a lot happening, and I'm just... The first thing I'm going to do is give you a better view of the room. Right? The second thing I'm going to do is that this is the most obviously trapped room in existence. You think that probably stepping on these tiles might trigger some manner of trap, likely from the Sphinxes with your 16. Yeah, you're standing on the vulture, and actually that is a good secondary point. How best to do this? Because I can go back to this and keep going back and forth, and move you like that. But this is better, easier to see, right? So. The order of the like of the water room. That's true.
But I know what the 9 gods are. So,
And a vulture is one of them.
a vulture is one of them.
Vulture is one of them?
I thought so.
One of the gods?
Oh, I thought that was
No, the vulture was Wongo's friend.
So, what? Can you remind me what the vulture did?
There is no vulture in the myth. No, the vulture was Wongo's friend in Wongo's shrine.
Hold on, but Vulture's first step. That's the plaque.
Yeah, the plaque says vulture is first step. And also, you are standing on a vulture right now, and so far, nothing has happened. To the right of the vulture, there is no. That's just blank stone.
This is the plaque of the Roman bird. Like, as we came down the stairs.
Yeah. So like, you guys were here. This is there's a stone block on the map but it raised up out of the way.
Plaque before we entered this.
Yeah. The plaque before you entered the area.
Actually, I'm just gonna do my radiant soul.
Yeah.
I'm doing my radiant soul so I can fly.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Vulture is the first step.
Well, but if I don't touch anything,
Oh, sure.
Yeah, what
I'm
is
just
I'm
gonna fly to the
gonna fly
sarcophagus.
forward.
Right to God.
I think you better than one shirt.
me and Alistair like to.
Okay.
Me and Alistair fly together towards the sarcophagus.
You are able to do so. Yeah, that's a golden sarcophagus. You can check. You do not notice any traps. Those are life-sized gynosphinx, I believe.
Can we trigger the steps before Sphinx are gonna attack? I think we can before Sphinx. I'd like to try and move the lid off the sarcophagus.
It appears to be locked.
I'd like to.
Oh, actually, rather, it's not locked. What's your lifting weight? Are you strong? What's your lifting weight? 10, I think. You are fucking just barely able to move this. When you do so, nothing happens. Nothing happens. You're just able to move it. Congratulations. Yes, inside of the sarcophagus there is the fragile bones of what appears to be an almirage, as well as the spiral horn of the almirage, which is, yeah, the only other thing in the tomb other than the bones. An almirage is a horned rabbit, like a unicorn rabbit.
Sure am. I've got that thought. How big is this horn?
It's small. It's
The horn of mage and the horn of
yeah.
does anything how big when I like physically pull it out?
And it just moves up. You're gonna touch the horn? Which one of you is grabbing the horn? All right. Give me a charisma saving throw.
I also have a D12 target. Could I use both at the same time? I hold the D12 target coin.
Yeah. I believe so. There's no rules, unfortunately, against stacking the exact same effect for spells only. For bardics, they don't. Well, bardics are the same effect, but they're not a spell. There's no rule about the spell. It's.
But I hold a bardic D12.
Well, do you want a 12 or an 8?
I want a 12.
Fair enough.
So then you're keeping your bardic. That was the question. Oh, that is really bad. Save.
Yep.
Save. 17.
Okay. You're just holding a wand. Or a horn. It's kind of like shaped like a wand.
And nothing happens to me.
You don't notice anything.
Could we identify it and just go?
Yeah, or a ritual. Except for you try and move off and all of a sudden you cannot move any longer. I know. You try and move out of the area that you're in, but you can't.
So we're continuing to,
Yeah, you guys are currently on that little stone dais area.
but we're flying, we don't fall.
I know that.
Okay.
I know you are flying.
No, I'm asking.
Thanks for saying it 8 times.
I'm asking if
You cannot move outside of the stone area on that map.
yeah,
Hey, does anyone want to just trigger this combat?
Well,
Okay.
so
Hey, Bossy, can you come in here?
Bossy, Maverick, come on.
I was gonna say the
Bossy,
puzzle
jump right
seems
through. I'm trying so we don't have other.
we do. We have a lot of
right click on.
Vulture is first, and to the right is the god that if we use. I don't know. I'm just
It's
saying.
right the guns.
Right the gun.
But if we only use the gods that represent, I don't know if this is possible. I'm just saying if we only use the gods that move to the right.
On the tiles that are gone.
Yes.
So I can like zoom in and stuff for you guys.
I guess this Jakuli, that's a snake. But then that doesn't work past that.
So, vulture, snake.
Vulture also isn't a god, it's a friend of the god.
Right.
Yeah, it's worth noting that none of these are gods.
Oh, okay. Then it's
I
enough.
think right
That's-
the god.
yeah.
There is a path that doesn't repeat.
West across the bay, it doesn't
So vulture, archway, doorway thing, and then straight to the left.
What?
Sorry.
A flying creature would have the best.
Trigger the combat anyway.
Bossy's gonna just like stride into the room and scream. Yeah. These look like constructs, don't they?
The statues? They look like statues. Those are objects, not constructs. Like constructs are like your mace is good against objects and constructs. Okay. Wait, you're gonna what right of the Oh, you mean like to the north and the right of the doorway. Okay, well you step on the tile that is to the north of the vulture first before anything else. Yeah, well, that's yeah, yeah, that's fair. You can do that. That's absolutely fair.
Angry reasons.
Well,
It's the teleporting thing, so I'm gonna teleport to that statue.
so you're getting steps ahead of where I said stop.
Sorry.
You are going to take, because you're raging, only 22 points of piercing damage as a swarm of locusts appears directly above you and begins to bite at you and sting you. Is it more useful if I go to the owlbear and do that? That's where Mossy is.
Maybe now that we went
You'd like to move one more square to the north?
also,
Okay.
above table that teleports won't work. Did you not say that? Oh, no.
I said some things might not work. In this case, you teleport one square to the north, and then you take an additional 22 points of piercing damage as a cloud of locusts appears directly above you. Well, it's occupying its square, yeah. The the locusts are not going away. They're not really following. They're just kind of in a cloud that is currently taking up this whole area.
Oh. Well, I'm safe
Yeah, you're fine.
for now.
You just can't leave.
Yeah, but I'm not there, so I'm good.
I am hurting, but I'm gonna attack the locust.
You're gonna try and attack the locusts. How are you helping? You're gonna shoot at the cloud of locusts. Okay.
That is around.
Yep, I heard. So this is. Can you give me a reflex saving throw? Sorry, dexterity saving throw. Because in order for you to do what you're doing, 15. Okay, so you have a choice. You can either leap clear into the room or out of the room. Because when Mossy steps onto the north square here, this stone block begins to rise upwards. You're going to be in the room, so you're on this vulture, and this stone has slammed upwards into the ceiling. Everybody else is outside. Yeah. That will not work.
Wait a second, you have stone shade, right?
Masi, what's up?
So far, it's been denied Jeffrey Dog,
Yes.
I can try it.
You may try. It does not appear to be particularly effective. Every locust you strike down, more begin to fill into the empty space.
Jump to the nearest vulture.
So we're basically, this is a new turn if you're teleporting again. Yeah, so she raged and then teleported already. As a bonus action.
I'm gonna do an experiment. Fire. Yeah, but if I can do like an area back,
So you were gonna cast Dissonant Whispers though, right? Okay. That's an AoE, right? That's a targeted spell? Yeah, so that just, you use the spell slot and it doesn't work. Yeah. I wasn't sure if, I forgot if that was, I forget. It's single target. Yeah. These are, this is a magical effect and not a creature. Right? I'm saving us time. You don't know that, but yes. You're gonna jump from here to like there? Alright, you are gonna take 44 points of piercing damage as a swarm of locusts appears above you and begins to bite at you. Now, that's about the rough area of where the locusts are. It definitely don't seem to be discerning. Everybody that's not Mossy or... Sorry, what's your character's name? Maverick or Mo or Allison is outside currently. The stone has been raised. You guys can try and do stuff. It's just like there's a stone in the way.
so Mossy's here and Maverick is here,
Yeah, Mossy's here. Maverick is here.
and locusts are.
Locusts are the red area.
I'm gonna go up to this top corner.
You can go to here. You can go anywhere in the stone area,
And I have a 30.
which is like a 3x3 area.
I'm going to shoot in the space in between them, Agnes Orchard.
Okay, that is going to immediately hit a wall right here.
Okay. That's okay. I was okay. Cool. A spell slot.
Yes.
So our spells can at least hit one.
That's what I tried to do last time.
And your
You are not allowed to Minecraft around the puzzle.
Well, I didn't know if it was like a
Just as a general rule, that won't work. But stone shape specifically is called out as explicitly not working in the way methods you have tried to use it so far. There are parts where it does work, but not in the ways that you've done it so far, right?
Wait, sorry. What's that second red square?
That's all locust.
Oh, so the locusts have expanded.
Yeah, Maverick jumped in.
Ah. And nothing happened when we put the horn back, right?
So Maverick, so a round passes, right? You guys have all kind of taken your turn, attacking, moving, and stuff, casting spells. The cloud of locusts around Mossy goes away, and the only cloud left is the one that's around Maverick there. So Mossy, you are standing here. There are locusts all around Maverick here, which we're gonna go ahead and do that. And this, and that, which is just where the people are, right?
With his helmet off and his motor just flapping in the front there.
The like little ear twitches.
So outside of this, people who are outside, what are you guys doing? That's what I want to know. The stone block? No. You did watch Mo press a button to open the door earlier. It's one of the locusts is kind of a button.
Oh yeah, in a thing.
Okay. Yes. The stone passage is now open again. Unfortunately not, tragically. My apologies. There's only the one door. No. This is a kind of alcove-ish thing. It's not enough to fit in this. You'd have to go there to look. It's too small of a hole to tell otherwise. If you were to... From the south, what you guys saw, not that you can immediately make this connection, is a mask that's on the wall, right? But it's not like a mask with like a giant open hole or anything. Okay, you're there.
We have to back out of this view.
Let's go back down the hallway to the original room.
Into the room,
I'll
right?
go with you.
Yeah.
Let's go down to the mass.
Yeah. That works.
So that's going to take several turns.
Okay.
Meanwhile, Maverick is dying of locust bites.
Maverick, what's your health at?
I took 44 damage.
I'll throw something your way.
Oh, no, I don't think
Which is still not half of my health.
Oh, wait.
I can still throw a little on you, but
Just as a reminder, your spells have so far failed to move outside of the area that you're in.
I can't do it.
Yeah.
But I'm in the room now. Could you go back to the vulture tile and get out of the locust? Y'all should try and do that.
Well, you might have got the lower tile.
Oh.
No, the locusts are the locusts gone? Why no?
No, they're still there.
They're still there.
There is still a 3x3 square of locusts.
Yeah, no, Maverick's still there.
So it's new. Tile has to. Could you just get off your tile? Go back to the vulture tile? It goes back to the vulture tile.
That's gonna there's a bit of an occupation of squares problem in that Ardeth is currently occupying that square. You still have enough move to move back. Yeah. Alright, Ardeth is gonna hop off to there. Or not Ardeth, but Maverick.
Well, let's not stay in the active damaging effect.
Yeah, that's already done.
The 5 feet of movement is not going to change there. It's just getting him out of the active damage so he doesn't get again active.
Hey, if you guys turn around, that's already done.
Yeah, it's okay. Okay. Cleric's not gone. Cleric is back by.
Cleric could in or out when Cleric
I mean, Maverick is leaving the room fully. Maverick can get out, and then you can hop back. Like, everybody that's not at this table can get out. That's not a problem. You can stay where you are. Yeah, and Ulam's going around, and that's going to take a couple rounds. And you guys can... Staying. Yes, but you have seen spells not work. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you could try. You have not tried that kind of spell. Yeah. That works. So Ulam and... Oh, they're gone. Ulam, you're able to get around to the other side of the mask. There's a huge carving of a snarling jackal's head that protrudes from the wall at the end of the corridor. There's a chamber visible through the gaps between its fangs. The gaps are only 2 inches wide, but you can look through and see into the room, right? There are 4 torches that illuminate stone sphinxes crouched in the corners of this 15-foot-high room. The torches cast flickering light across hieroglyphs carved into the tiled floor. At the center of the room, a gold-inlaid funeral barge stands atop a 3-foot a 3-foot-tall stone dais. Resting on the deck of the barge is a small golden sarcophagus decorated with horned rabbits. A dark shaft opens in the ceiling directly above the barge. You do not see any of what is going on inside of the room through that gap. Instead, you see a slab of wall suddenly grind upwards to the east, and a dwarf wearing a turban and chainmail creeps into the tomb. He brandishes a shield in front of him as he treads cautiously across the floor. A loud click sounds out as the dwarf steps onto one of the floor tiles. A deafening buzzing rises as the locusts pour out from the mouths of the stone statues, quickly engulfing the dwarf. He tries to fight them off, to no avail, and when the cloud of insects vanishes, Nothing of the dwarf remains except its bones and gear. I mean, they're locusts. That's what you're seeing. You can make checks as an action if you would like on your turn.
I would like to make a check to determine if the locusts are alive. I don't know what I rolled it for, but I did roll a 20.
Okay, well, it's an Arcana check.
20.
You would say that these are conjured locusts.
Conjured, but not constructs.
No. They're conjured, as in magical. They're like a magical swarm of locusts.
I just have a thing that says does not work on undead and constructs, and I, the player, do not know this.
These are not creatures.
Does it feel like I'm watching history? Or that I could be like.
Well, you're aware that that's not what is happening in that room. And you are aware that there's a dwarf corpse in that room.
Wait, you saw that lead into the I'm sorry, I'm trying.
Yeah.
Before the end, go bonus action, healing word on this one, level 2.
Okay.
But sorry,
That was the passage in the east going up, is what he observed.
I'm more curious about what I see on what is perceived to be the other side of the wall of the mask I'm looking on that doesn't match reality of what we left. Or what I left.
Well, the reality is you're not seeing any of your compatriots. Yeah, the locusts. Yeah, they come out of the sphinxes and they swarm around.
Watch the guy do what he did. Like,
He did die. Yeah.
yeah, we got close. And you guys don't know that yet, 'cause I haven't made my way back.
Well. Okay, they're stranded. How are you reaching out? What are you trying to do? Yeah. You know, the ceiling is normal from this side. You don't notice anything differently. Huh? You're gonna go. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, we're gonna have to wrap up here pretty soon. Okay, so the well, the statues are magical. The statues emanate just a bunch. Abjuration and conjuration. There is no magic around the sarcophagus or the barge except for the horn that Allison is holding, which is a lot of magic. It's not one specific school. That's it. You're gonna hit the statue? So you make a swing with your adamantine mace, right? Okay, and it just ping bounces right off. Sure. Yeah, right now nobody's taking damage, so it's kind of not important how much time passes. On the... Well, detect magic has a fatal flaw, which is you can't see something it doesn't detect. And you don't see any magic, because there's nothing to see. However, they're not able to move through a barrier that they can't see right now. You're pretty sure it's magical, but you can't see it, therefore detect magic doesn't work.
But dispel magic doesn't say I have to see it.
In order to target things, you have to see it, but you can try. In this case, you use the spell slot, but it doesn't work. I agree with you, but in this case, it doesn't work, and that's not because of the seeing thing. It's because it doesn't work. Yeah, you can close the sarcophagus. That's fine. You don't notice anything change. You just put the sarcophagus lid back on. Yeah.
Wait, how'd you get out? We closed it. Closed the sarcophagus and now you can leave.
And I'm getting the fuck out of here.
Jesus!
I'm gonna also get the fuck out.
You guys are able to leave.
Everybody, leave.
Everyone get the fuck out.
Get out of the room.
Maverick spins his helmet back on his head and turns around.
Get the fuck out. Get the fuck
Get
out.
the fuck out of the room.
You guys get the fuck out.
And I'm gonna press the thing to close it again.
Thank you guys for showing up.
Everybody hold on a second. I want everyone to stand in one spot for 10 minutes.
Yes. Yes.
To regain hit points.
Yes.
6 creatures. I don't need
You
it.
need it.
I don't need it.
I'm bringing it a little bit.
No, you're one. You need it.
Yeah.
I've got 3. I need 3 more bodies.
Okay, I'll see.
We'll take. I'm not ready. Okay, then we 3 will be the other 3. That was not 3. We'll take 10 hit points back.
Yeah, I'm up more than I was this week.
I feel fine. Everything's normal.
And I get 2 shots.
All right, you did it. Thank you guys very much for showing up. Appreciate you showing through.